The Atlantic publishes a new transcript today of messages sent in a Signal chat. Signal is a communication platform online. After a reported chat was accidentally added to a reporter, was accidentally added to the group. This as Democrats ramp up calls for investigations and resignations, and the White House downplays the incident. Here's Alice Barr with the latest.
This disrespect for our...
On Capitol Hill, growing outrage over that Signal group chat between top U.S. officials discussing sensitive details of impending airstrikes in Yemen, with a journalist inadvertently added.
This is utterly unprofessional. There's been no apology.
While from the White House, President Trump overnight downplayed the discussions.
There was no problem, and the attack was a tremendous success.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz acknowledging he created the Signal thread.
I take full responsibility. I built the group.
That somehow invited the Atlantic magazine's top editor, Jeffrey Goldberg.
We've got the best technical minds looking at how this happened.
Goldberg says the chat included Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, reporting that Hegseth texted information, quote, about targets, weapons the U.S. would be deploying, and attack sequencing 2 hours before U.S. strikes on the Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen.
Nobody's texting more plans. I know exactly what I'm doing.
The Atlantic has now released all the texts Goldberg received after repeated claims from President Trump and top officials that they contain no classified information.
So at a certain point, I just felt, let our readers decide for themselves.
Also on the thread, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Director John Ratcliffe, who faced a grilling in a Senate hearing, both denying any information in the chat was classified.
My communications, to be clear, in a Signal message group were entirely permissible and lawful.
There was no classified material that was shared in that
So then
Signal
if there was no
chat.
classified material, share it with the committee. You can't have it both ways.
As calls for an investigation grow louder. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.